Hello Sagittarius, and welcome back to the channel. Let's get into your reading. I already started your message. It was on a camera that I had purchased, but I didn't like the quality, so I'm gonna have to return the video camera. But I'm gonna try my best to say this message for someone here, because I kind of really liked it. It brought in a lot of new energy, and I think that that's something that we kind of need at this time. So we're going to get right into it, and we're going to see what's going on. I did do a situation challenge advice. So your situation is Pluto, okay? Your challenge is Chiron healing, and your advice is the 11th house, the house of Aquarius, okay? Your overall energy was opposition. So it's like you're confronting something. You're starting to look at, I feel like you're starting to look at in the mirror, or you're starting to be more aware of what's going on in your energy. I feel like, yeah, you're confronting your shadows. You're making something here more conscious, because I feel for your situation, you have been going through something quite drastic, lots of changes, death, rebirth, renewal. And I feel for your challenge, you have been healing through this period of, change and transformation and death and rebirth. Definitely lots of changes here, which could be very uncomfortable, which was very difficult as well. You have been releasing, and it may have been very difficult for you to go through this transition. But this, I feel like, is kind of the energy whenever you're seeing this reading. This is you're just coming out of this, or you're transitioning, or you're making amends with something. Yeah, you're finally making amends with the past. You're making amends possibly even with your old self. Whatever it is that you're going, this transition, this death and rebirth, okay? Again, it was very painful. It was traumatic possibly. But with this energy, and I'm going to show you the card that I have, but I feel like there's a lot of positive energies that are coming in, okay? Your advice is the 11th house. And what I love about this is, so if you are going through this change, if you have been going through this healing and cleansing and purging, you are being asked to find a group. I'm getting like some kind of group activity, group creativity, or finding a community that you can connect with, whether this is joining some kind of class. I was also getting group therapy. That's not going to be for everyone. I don't know if that's something you're into, or that you're doing at this time, but I feel like this is more like your advice here is to find a group, or find, like, I'm getting maybe a book club, chess club, some kind of dance class, sewing, whatever it is. It's like that you could meet people that are kind of like what you're going through, or like, yeah, common goals, people that you could like get along with, or people that you're going to end up, I feel like you're going to even end up meeting people that share common goals and have a kind of the same vision, maybe even going, like, people who are having, like, that experience similar things that you have experienced too, okay? I'm also picking up on this community as well. So it's kind of like we're kind of, I want to say, different parts of the world, or meeting, like obviously experiencing different things, but like the feeling is the same. And again, it's just finding creating a community, creating a group where you can connect with one another, and you can grow, and you can create, and you could laugh. And okay, so I feel like that's something that's going to be happening for you, or that is what you are being advised to do. All right, so going back to the situation with transformation in Pluto, we have the North Node watching Jupiter and decisions. So I feel with North Node and watching, this is you having to kind of look at how, I feel like how far you have come, especially with Jupiter, how far you've come, because, you may have been feeling like, maybe like like you've hit like rock bottom, or you've hit a point where you don't feel like you're growing or you don't feel like you're evolving. But this is where you're actually doing a lot of the growth. This is where you're actually doing, I just saw 505. So again, like you're looking at yourself, you're looking at these challenges, you're observing, or maybe you're being asked to look at possibly what needs to change in my life. How can I be a part of my own, like how can I be a part of this change? What can I do to help me evolve? Okay, like what, right? So there's something here to do with you gathering information in terms of how can I let something go? Or I really feel like this is a reflection. Is it serving me? Is this person, are these people serving me? Is this situation serving me? How can I add? What can I add to that's going to bring me more in alignment to my goals or to myself? Okay, because Jupiter is all about expansion, knowledge. This is your planet, new opportunities and fortune. So again, very beautiful energy for your situation. Even though you're going through something very transformative, or again, death and rebirth, that's what you're letting go of. And this is the energy that you're aligning with. And you had to be patient. I'm also getting with decision, it was like required for you to make a very uncomfortable decision. All right. And I feel like you have been walking this narrow path. Like you have been going through a lot of challenges, but I feel like you have really been doing the work and you're going to be rewarded for it. Okay. So your challenge is, you see, this is the release. This is what you're releasing, or emotional releasing. You had to clear and walk away from something. I was also getting something to do with like low vibration. Again, you were at a very low point. You also may have felt kind of like you were lacking motivation, inspiration. This could have even been like with the season changes, right? But you kind of like wanted to stick on your own or deal with your own things is what I'm getting. And I feel like now with self-worth or high vibration, yeah, like you're releasing what no longer serves you. You're healing this unworthiness, this part of you that, right? Because whatever this, it could be a separation, it could be marriage or relationship, this could be work related, whatever it is that kind of ended, that brought you in this kind of feeling of dread. I'm hearing dread. This could even be like losing a loved one, whatever the situation is here. Yeah, like your dreams, like it's almost like a part of you felt like your dreams were shattered, or this brought you in a very low point in your life. But it was almost like it was necessary, because this is the part where you are learning. This is the part where you are growing and evolving. Okay, which takes me into the advice with sun, summer, and abundance. Look how beautiful that is. So your advice here is to find a community or find a group or be with like-minded individuals. Be with people who make you feel good, make you feel confident. Surround yourself with people who, make you feel good and positive and loved. Surround yourself with people who, again, like also have that same vision of you as you, or common goal. Okay, so there's something to do with the summertime is very significant. You may end up meeting a lot of people in the summertime, or this could be like work, or you're going to be in a very like abundant energy is what I'm getting around the summertime. Okay, yeah, like letting go, you're letting something go. There could even be something to do with, that's what I was getting and it's coming through again, some kind of family. Now you could have had like family issues. I'm seeing home commitment, or marriage, or this could be somebody you were like married to or in a relationship with. There could be like, for some of you, you could end up fixing this or resolving your issues, and there could be clarity and truth and expression with renewal. Like you may end up even hearing from someone or speaking with somebody, and it's going to clear the air, okay, with Venus. Now, somebody could even try to do this, but somebody here is going to be closed off. But I am seeing whatever this is in regards to, it could be a celebration. Maybe you're going to be invited to a celebration, or you're going to be invited to some kind of event here. But I am seeing, you know, if this is what you want, this is kind of like, because you're going to be in a whole renewed energy. This is kind of like something you're leaving in the past. Like you're turning the page is what I'm getting. And you're stepping into this whole like feeling refreshed energy. You feel like you can finally breathe, you know, like you've cried all the tears that you needed to cry. You took time to like make peace with it and heal. You didn't like deal with it in very unhealthy ways. You were patient. And because you were patient, I feel like now you're kind of getting your flowers. Or again, you're in alignment with something. Yeah, so you could end up healing or working with somebody in your family, dealing with somebody in your family. Somebody could be like, you may be very like, you may doubt this. You may be closed off from this. Closed off from this reunion. So again, at the end of the day, you're gonna know. But I do feel like somebody wants to, there could be an offer, or this could be an apology, or again, you guys coming together and communicating, speaking, expressing, being lighthearted. Okay, so this could be somebody that you know. Okay. Let's see this opposition for this overall energy. What was this opposition? So you're confronting. Oh, kisses. Yeah, like I feel like being more unconditionally loving towards yourself, understanding, you know, what you've been through and how much you've gone through. And again, like being patient. Yeah, like you had to learn, you were trusting the process, even though you weren't able to see what was coming, even though you weren't able, like you didn't know what was going to happen, or, you know, where you were going to end up. It's like you trusted, you had faith in the universe, you had faith in yourself. And you, through this process, like you confronted this shadow. Okay. Let's see, because I was also getting the bridge. You have to like release something. You have to take out something. I was seeing rubbish too with these cards. You had to like, you have to get rid of something, or this can very much be like spring cleaning. Now that can also be an expression as in like, that's kind of what you're going through. You're releasing what no longer serves you, or you're just completely purging, cleansing. Okay, let's see. Because, yeah, I did see bridge. You were transitioning from one state to another. You were transitioning from this, this low point, this dark point, to now you kind of elevating or feeling a lot more inspired. Okay, let's see what's coming in for you. Okay, you're getting a message. An unexpected message. I heard a message from the universe. What is this message? Okay, what about this message? Okay, we have puppet. What's coming in for Sagittarius? Inaction. So puppet and inaction. With time. Situations that are timely or take more time. Okay. Okay, so I'm kind of picking up that again. With inaction and puppet, this could have been like, yeah, you healing from this. It took you time to heal from this. However long that took you. Everyone is different. A month, 2 months, a year, 2 years, 3 months, whatever it is. It's different for everyone. depending on how much, depending on what you went through, depending on your situation. But you're getting either a message from the universe, or again, it took you time to heal and you needed to be patient. What is this message? I feel like this is more of a message from the universe. Or you blocked, you see cold, like you blocked off contact with somebody, or maybe somebody blocked out contact with you. But either way, it's like this sorrow is ending, is coming to an end. You're not going to be in this energy forever, okay? You have a choice to make, or you will be having, you will have to make a choice, or there will be options here for you to make this choice and decide, what do you want to do? Okay, we have the devil. You may have, you fell into sin. Okay, that's what it says, falling into sin. Or again, you could have went down this path. You could have made that decision to go down this path and maybe deal with the heartbreak in a possibly unhealthy way. But I feel like you made a decision, or even if you went down this unhealthy path, you're realizing that I need to move forward. I need to keep going. I can't go, I can't give up. So there's no, like, I'm getting there's no wrong path. You may just be like a little misguided or lost a bit. Okay, but you're repairing this. This is something that you're fixing. You're putting the pieces back together. You're putting your life back together. This could have been like you really needing to start over. Whatever that means for you. Yeah, again, bridge. You're transitioning from one situation, from this kind of dark coldness, I feel, from this dark cold to now, renewal. You're transitioning from this cold energy, this past energy, and now you're in a renewal period. Stronger, healthier, more vibrant. You could maybe, like, you walk outside, like you can smell the fresh air. Because you needed to release something. You needed to release some kind of old energy, garbage, waste. You needed to take the garbage out. Or this could literally be something in your house that maybe some of you guys really need to do, like a deep cleaning, something to do with spring, okay? Reorganize, like let something out of your house. So release something that has perhaps been stuck or dormant, and bring in the fresh air is what I'm getting. Okay, but again, there's something to do with your family. There's something, I don't know if like, you had to change the community. You had to release something, right? Maybe when it comes to the people around you, your family, your friends, maybe you needed to like change friend groups. You know what I mean? Like, change. Like, or there's this energy of needing to change some kind of quality, change some kind of practice, change your routine. Yeah, change your routine. Okay, and this change again is from something that's no longer serving you to now being more in alignment with the self, what you truly want and desire. Okay, let's get, I know I got some of these, and there was something to do with, and I feel like this is important to say, Spirit is saying to look for a sign, and that sign, and I feel like this is the message from the universe. You're going to be receiving a sign, or look for a sign, or you're going to see a sign and it's going to say yes. I don't know. So that could be like when you go outside and then there's the word yes, or you're going to notice a sign, and that sign is going to be very personal for you and your situation. And the answer is going to be yes. So whatever that means for you, there's also a loved one in heaven that is protecting you or guiding you. You made peace with the situation. You are a peaceful warrior. What else was there? There was also something to do with setting boundaries. Yeah, unconditional love. Thank you, Divine Mother, for helping me to give and receive the highest love of all, right? And this is kind of, Again, this opposition, I feel like you're loving yourself again. You're falling in love with yourself. You're making peace. Yeah, abundance. And the more you step into this love, or the more you become more in the energy of love and the vibration of love, is the more you're going to be receiving from the universe. Okay? Yes. So there was also, because I just want to make sure, because the video might cut, but there's something to do with your confidence. Being more confident. Again, this vibration of love and peace and forgiveness, and again, breath of fresh air, and stepping into your confidence and putting yourself out there. And yes, setting healthy boundaries is very important. Or because of your confidence, you're going to have healthier boundaries now. Okay, you are protected. There's something to do with clarity. You're going to be seeing something clearly. There's also an energy of fertility or abundance. You're going to be committing to your goals, possibly a new relationship if that resonates for you. And yeah, you have willpower, strength. I'm hearing fortitude. Fortitude. Let me get one last message. Engagement. Okay, so for some, this could be an engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. It could be new love, but I'm also getting like, if you're not in a relationship, if you're not, you know, whatever your situation, because everyone's different, you're just engaging with something completely new, which is this 11th house. And you're going to be meeting people, like-hearted people, or be surrounded by people who are going to make you feel good. Yeah, you're calling in your soulmate. And that's not just romantically, you're just calling in people who will vibrate with you, you know, who will get you, and you don't have to kind of explain yourself to anyone. And it's going to be a very wholesome, loving energy. You're finally freeing yourself from this South Node, pain, traumatic energy. You're liberating yourself, okay? Yeah, from people where it was unrequited, connections that were unrequited, relationship, family, friends, whoever, it was unrequited. You felt like nobody got you, understood you. Now, because you've been more in alignment, you're going to be meeting people who are more in alignment with yourself, and you're going to feel good. And that's where Spirit wants you to be. That's what Spirit wants you to create. Okay, so that's what I have for you. Let me know if it resonated. Ooh, 2222, beautiful. I will see you next time. Much love. Bye.